It was an absolute mess. I'm annoyed. Today we have no power. They drilled a completely new canal in my mouth. If things don't go smoothly here on out, like there could possibly be a legal matter. I really love the way everything looks, you guys. Good morning, you guys. It is 6:30 a.m. It is Sunday. I am up and ready to go to church. Sorry in advance. I don't know if you guys can hear that whistling noise. It is super, super windy outside, and the wind like goes straight toward the front of our house, and it creates this whistling sound with the door. It's so annoying. But anyways, hold on. But like I said, it's Sunday. It's 6:30. I'm I'm all ready to go for church. I'm just getting the girls food prepared for them to eat. And then I might make myself something, maybe some oatmeal or something, and then have some coffee. My plan is to leave out of here at maybe 8 o'clock. Church starts at 9. Oh, I need to make more of this. I thought I had more oatmeal. Anyways, I mentioned before that we don't go to church very often because usually Jeremy works on church days, you know. And for me, hold on, y'all, I need to get stuff ready. Yeah, so I usually, but like I was saying, we usually don't go to church. I usually watch church online. It just takes so much getting out of the house with all three of them. And you know, for it to be early in the morning, and like today, I'm gonna wake them up at 7, and they don't wake up at 7. They usually wake up between like 7:30 and 8 o'clock, which is not too bad off their normal time to wake up, but still, it's like I'm gonna be waking them up, and I just feel like that gets them off on the wrong start. And then especially for Gia does not wake up at 7 at all. She wakes up around 9 o'clock. So, and obviously that's what time church starts. So I just never wanted to do it, honestly. Like if I'm being honest, like I much rather preferred being at home, watching church online without worrying about without the lack of focus because, you know, when I go to church, I have the girls with me. But that changed last week because we went to church last week. Jeremy was on vacation, so, you know, usually when it comes to like him being off and stuff, we make it a point to go to church because I like to go to church as a family. But last week we went and we decided to take the girls to children's church, which I was excited for them, you know, because they had never gone before. They always go to the main sanctuary with us. And when we got ready, you know, signed them up and everything, and it was time for, you know, to let them go, it was an absolute mess. Like, their separation anxiety was on 1,000. Like, without going into too much detail, like, it was just very bad. It took so much effort, like, hysterical cries, like, it was just really bad. And at one point, like, Jeremy was like, let's just go. Let's just take them to the main sanctuary. And I was like, no. Because this is gonna be a cycle that just repeats itself and repeats itself. And they're only getting older and they need to learn how to venture out. And this is kind of the problem that I've been having with them. Because they're so close in age, they're always with each other. They have a hard time leaving each other. I've never dealt with them having a hard time leaving us, but I guess because they've only been with my parents, my in laws, my sisters, Like they've never been with anybody other than family, you know, especially close family. That I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but that was a problem, you know. And at first it was like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. So we just kind of decided to let the girls go in the same class because, you know, they're assigned separate classes. There's a kindergarten class for Jade, and then there was, I guess, preschool, or just like the 3 and 4 year old group, and they were supposed to be separated. And we decided, because it was just their first time and they were so hysterical, that we'll just let them go together. We'll put Jade in the 3 and 4 year old class and let them be together. But even that was a disaster. Like they just did not want us to leave. They kept crying, saying they wanted to come with us. And so it was just really, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I feel like I was traumatizing them by like leaving, but I knew it needed to happen. So we stuck to it and we did it. And you know, once we got back to pick them up, they were having fun, they were fine, but they were still very glued to each other. They, you know, very shy and timid and not making friends and things like that. And that just like jumped me into like overdrive. It just kind of like shook me, to be like, I need to make changes. I need to, like, I've been selfishly watching church for my own personal reasons and not going to church, but it's like I'm not giving my kids the opportunity to experience church and experience, you know, church friends and church community. And, you know, I had all those things. And I just felt like last week I had that realization, like, I can't keep going this route with them for their social life, you know, social reasons, and for their life experiences, you know. And so, as much as it is going to be so much, as much as there's going to be a lot of energy put into just an hour and a half of church, I just feel like it is so necessary, because I really hated how last week was. Like, it just was not, it just made me very nervous for my kids. You know, I'm a stay-at-home mom. They're homeschooled, so they're not like out there socializing like maybe some of the other kids that they know, you know. And so I just feel like I have to make sure they are socializing, they are in church, they are around church kids, you know, kids that have the same, you know, kids that have families with the same belief system as me. Like, it just really like made me think like I need to suck up however I feel, how whatever, I just really need to like suck up how I feel. Really, that's just what it boils down to, because at the end of the day, I'm a mom and I have to do what's best for my kids. And that just may be waking up at 6 in the morning on Sunday, getting all the girls up and out of the house, even though I don't feel like it, and just doing what's best, because that's, you know, that's just what they need. They need to be socialized. And I'm grateful to have a great church that I love and I've been going to for years, to allow my kids to go to, you know, because I trust my church, you know. So that's where we're at. So I have to wake them up very soon so that they can eat. I got to get them dressed because, like I said, I want to be out of here by 8 o'clock. And yeah, that's what's going on. That's kind of the update. But I have a lot more to tell you guys, because you guys heard my, you know, emotional situation about my dentist experience, but there's so much more that has happened. It's just bizarre. It is bizarre. So I'll tell you guys about that later. But yeah, I need to finish getting ready, get something in my system, get some coffee, and just get ready to get out of here. Oh, but I forgot to mention that I am nervous. I'm nervous this time around, because although they ended up having fun last week and wanted to go back, said they want to go back to church again, that's all great. But I've experienced my kids saying they want to do something, and then when it comes down to actually doing it, it's like, you know, it's a different situation. So this time around, being by myself, and then also this time me wanting to make sure they go into their own separate classes, I'm nervous for what that may look like. I'm nervous for like dealing with a fit, you know, the kids fighting me to, you know, I just don't know what to expect. I just hope for the best. I just hope everything goes smoothly. And thank God my mother-in-law is going to be there for, you know, just a little bit more support. But I don't know. I just hope everything goes good, and I'm nervous. I'm just nervous. Jeez, Lord. Freaking sounds like a tornado out there. My goodness. And they threatened to turn off our power between now and Wednesday. And Halloween is on Tuesday, right? Yeah. So we could potentially be out of our electricity on Halloween night. And that happened before. And I had to go to my parents' neighborhood to go, you know, trick-or-treating with the girls. So I hate this wind. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I need to move this before this gets destroyed. A tomato plant. It's like a blizzard. I just planted a bunch of things yesterday too, and I hope it doesn't die. And it does not look good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, no, baby, we have to watch it at home. Daddy? I'm not daddy, honey. Daddy's not here. You guys. Oh. I'm so like annoyed. I'm annoyed. Daddy? Literally, y'all see that I got dressed, woke up early, made everybody breakfast, got everything situated, all their little snacks to go, everything. I did a lot of things. I was tired, you know, waking up at 6 on a Sunday. I usually never do that. Went to go get the girls, woke them up, sent them downstairs to eat. I grabbed Gia, took her out of bed, and y'all know I already said that she don't wake up at no 7. She wakes up around 9 o'clock. So woke her up 2 hours earlier than usual to get downstairs to look jade in her face. And she has like this swelling, this red swelling under her eye. And my initial thought was, I hope she does not have pink eye, you know? Like, what are the chances? Like, what are the chances of that happening? Like, they never go out to situations where it's like they're thrown with a bunch of kids. And the one day that I'm very adamant about making that happen is the one day she wakes up and looks like she has pink eye. Like, I don't know if it's pink eye. I don't know if it's a possible bug bite, because there is like this little like bump in the center of the redness. But I just feel like it's so, like, it looks visually like pink eye, that if I were to go to church, send her to children's church, they would be looking at me sideways like, why are you bringing this little girl with pink eye around all these kids, you know? So I'm so annoyed by that. I'm so annoyed. I'm trying not to be annoyed, but I'm annoyed. Like, the devil is a lie. He's a lie. He's a liar.
Vices that lead us astray. So go. So sweet. Door you open and every door you close.
Good morning, guys. I woke up not long ago, did a little bit of reading, and here I am. Today's the next day. It's Monday. Yesterday I was telling you guys how windy it was outside, and today we have no power. But I'm grateful that we have a generator. Jeremy's actually outside right now, like getting that all hooked up. So the power, oh, I think the power just came on from the generator. Yeah. That's good because I haven't had any reception or anything. Like I've had one bar. We need milk. We just need stuff. And I was going to order an Instacart, but it's like I didn't even have reception to get that going. So the girls are all hungry. Baby, get back in there, okay? Tomorrow is Halloween, and we actually dealt with this, I think it was like a few years ago, maybe. We had the power out on Halloween, and it sucked, you know, because the whole neighborhood was completely pitch black, and nobody wanted to send their kids out like that. So it was like there was nobody trick-or-treating in the neighborhood, so we ended up going to my parents' house. But yeah, like we deal with this every single year, but we're always threatened with losing our power, and that is just unfortunate. Like I remember one year on Thanksgiving, okay, on Thanksgiving, almost the whole city, not really the whole city, but for sure our neighborhood was out of electricity, and I felt so bad for our neighbors. Thank God we had our generator because we learned our lesson from the previous years. But you know, it's not something that's affordable to just go out and buy a generator. So it just really sucks for everybody on Thanksgiving to not even be able to cook, to not eat, like, it's not cool that they do this. I don't know. I just already feel like I'm like not in the best state of mind right now. Not so much because of the power. That's just like an added extra layer. But you guys know from my dentist appointment how that went. And I've still been dealing with that discomfort, like that super sensitivity in my mouth. But the following week on Thursday, and this is after we came back from our trip. I haven't even shared with you guys about our trip yet. But after we came back from our trip, that Thursday, I had a dentist appointment, and I saw a specialist, and they saw what could potentially be the problem. And to me, it was like they were at fault. Like it was like there was a leakage point where my crown covers, you know, the root canal. And I was like pretty much trying to question them and fight them on the fact that I don't want to have to pay for a retreatment of this root canal, you know. But long story short, they were basically saying like that's not covered, like they you know, I would have to pay for that. And so I went ahead and went through the procedure, and I felt like the whole time I was being mistreated. I felt like, and this is just my point of view, this is my feeling. So there's nothing that, you know, there's nothing that is factual. I was feeling like they were mistreating me because they didn't like the pushback that I was giving, the questioning that I was giving, because I mean, I'm not a yes ma'am type of person. Like if you tell me something and I don't agree with it, most likely I'm going to say something. Or I'm at least going to challenge it, you know, because I'm not an idiot, and I'm not going to just listen to your word just because you're the professional. Like, at the end of the day, this is a business and people want to make their money, and sometimes they do it any way they can, at the expense of a patient. And so I questioned them, I pushed back, I challenged them, and I felt like they did not like that. And so after the fact, I was feeling mistreated. Like when I was getting my entire root canal procedure done, like there was not one point where they used the little suction to suction up my saliva. And I've been to the dentist a great deal of time, a great deal of times. And there was never a situation where I'm getting work done in my mouth that they do not suction out my saliva. So the whole time I'm laying there in a complete declined position, like trying to swallow my saliva while my mouth is wide open and struggling to do so, might I add. And so that was like that first thing that was like, are they trying to play me? Are they trying to like make me uncomfortable during this procedure because they don't like, what was coming at them? And so after the first part of my procedure was done with the first doctor, he completely left me in that declined position. Like normally I'm used to like being readjusted. They'll sit you up so that you're comfortable until the next part or the next person comes in. But that didn't happen. So I was starting to really feel like, I think they're trying to mistreat me. I think they're trying to be slick. So once the first part was done, the second specialist came in to finish out the root canal. She came in and did her thing. And then once it was over, I demanded pictures. I actually demanded photos, a copy of all of the x-rays from last year up until that point. And it was my third time asking at this point. And I'm trying to make this a quicker story. Like I'm going to save all the extra little details just for the sake of time. But I basically asked for photos of all of my x-rays because I want to let them know, like, I'm going to get a second opinion because y'all are trying to make it seem like this is something that, just happens. And I felt like it was their mistake from the jump, the initial root canal. I felt like that was a mistake. I felt like they didn't do the job properly the first time. So I wanted proof of that so that if I took it to another dentist to get a second opinion, I would have those records, I would have those photos to show for it. On number 3 of asking for the photos, they were like, let me see, it's not printing, it's, only one photo printed out. And then one of the girls that was helping in the back, one of the assistants, she came out conveniently at the right time when the lady was having trouble printing. And she goes back to go see what's the issue. And then she comes back out and she's like, oh, actually, the doctor would like to talk to you in her office. And I was like, what does she need to talk to me about? So I followed her to the office, sat there and wait for the doctor and her assistant to come back. They came back, and long story short, they made a mistake. They drilled a completely new canal in my mouth. The first doctor he drilled because it's hard to explain if you're not aware of what the teeth look like in x-ray form. But I basically have 4 roots, right, that connect to that tooth. They were supposed to drill and clean within those roots, but this first man that came, created a 5th canal, a 5th avenue.
Oh, you trying to turn it on this morning or something? You telling that we're moving? So yeah, we're looking for a city and state to move to. So if y'all want us to move near y'all, comment below some cities that y'all recommend moving to. You feel me? It don't matter.
The gas station.
Man, I had to put oil inside the what's it called? I put synthetic oil inside the generator, and then the battery wasn't charged. And you know me, I always charge the battery because I have a trickle charger. I just plug it in and charge it to the battery. So the battery wasn't charged, which I don't need it. I can still pull the lever. But later on, tomorrow when you have to freaking put gas in it and turn it off, I'd rather have you just start it with the key versus, so I'm getting it charged up right now inside the garage. So it's all good. So to tomorrow you're gonna have to turn it off. I would recommend when I leave.
Cool. Can you tell me after? I'm recording right now.
Oh, my bad.
But anyway, so this man done drilled his own little pathway into my gums and created like this Fifth Avenue. For what reason, I don't know. And she like was just in this confessive state, like, we made a mistake, and you know, I'm gonna own up to it, because you know, I don't want you to leave out of here knowing that, you know, we made a mistake, because I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. And I'm just looking at her like, I just started smiling. I was like, BS. Like, I called bullcrap from the jump, because I felt like if I did not ask for no x-ray photos, they would have let me walk out of that office. I truly believe that 100%, because as much as they were saying like, oh, we were hoping, you know, you hadn't left yet when we found out, and like I was telling my assistant, like, did she leave? Did she leave? But when they saw me, when the assistant saw me twice at, you know, at the receptionist desk, there was no urgency. There was no like, oh my gosh, she's still here. There was no urgency. There was none of that. So I just was like, they're liars. They are such liars. They're just trying to cover their behinds, because they know I'm not playing with them. I'm not playing with them, and print all the receipts, you know. And this lady tried to tell me like, yeah, you know, we'll cover. Oh, and this is the other thing. She was saying that since they made a mistake, and they, you know, they didn't do the job correctly, they would have to extract my tooth altogether, and I have to get a fake one. Like, so a whole different situational procedure that will take about 6 months. Just a hot mess. It was just a hot mess of a situation. And she had the nerve to be like, yeah, and the money you paid for this retreatment, we can put that toward the veneer. I looked at her, I was like, lady, you guys made a mistake on this root canal retreatment. I was like, I want my money back. I'm not putting it toward anything, you know? Like, you're gonna give me my money back, and you're also gonna cover this whole other procedure that I need to have done. Like, it was just an awful mess. And I don't even know if I should be sharing this, because as much as I am a forgiving person, I know that if things do not like go in the direction that they should at this point, like there could be a lawsuit. Like I'm not somebody who's like, oh, I'm gonna sue them and take it, you know, like I'm not that way at all. Like I'm willing to forgive and let it go. But if things continue to go in a negative direction, like I'm very, very much so open to that, because I feel like twice they have messed up, you know, and now I'm dealing with the effects of that, because still I have sensitivity all in my mouth that is very uncomfortable, on top of this like pressure, this like I almost feel like somebody's like grabbing at my jaw, top and bottom. At times I get pressure going all the way up to my head where I have a headache, and it's like I'm dealing with all these other uncomfortable layers for nothing, for absolutely no reason, you know. But yeah, so that's what I've been going through. Just like, I mean, you guys already know what I expressed before, just feeling what I feel in my body 24/7, on top of now what I'm feeling in my mouth 24/7. It's all so draining. It just really takes a lot of patience out of me. And I've been praying. I have been praying. But it's like the patience meter is a little shorter than it was before. My tolerance for a lot of things are just not at an all-time high right now, because of these added things that I've been dealing with. I have a lot to be grateful for, but those things are just the reality of what I'm dealing with right now. So that mixed with like the no power thing, and now like I have to kind of pivot a bit for Halloween tomorrow, because my friend was gonna come over. We're gonna take the kids out trick-or-treating, but if the neighborhood is just pitch black and nobody's gonna be out doing anything, I don't see that being a good fit, you know. because we want to be safe. That's obviously what's most important, is being safe. So yeah, on top of like what I already have been feeling emotionally, I just wish my husband could be here and help me, especially with the whole power outage situation, because at some point I'm gonna have to go outside in this crazy weather and add more gas to the generator, start it back up, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like, and I know that it sounds like so petty, like just restart the generator, but it's just like an added, like, I don't feel like doing that. Like, that's my husband's job, but it's just, and then I don't even know what I'm doing when dealing with that thing. I don't know. That's not my expertise. So, but I'm gonna stop this rant because I need to get this day started. The girls are hungry. I need me some coffee, and I think Gia's waking up soon. Oh, today was a day. Jeremy actually came home tonight to take care of all the generator things, and I'm grateful that. Oop. There goes the power. He set the. You guys cannot see me. Hold on. Oh gosh. He just went to turn the generator off, but I think he has to switch everything over to actual, like, electricity. So I think that's why I'm sitting in the dark. I'll get back to y'all when it comes on. Yay. It's so funny. It's so weird. Like, it's like, yes, we have a generator. We were probably one out of like 5 in our whole neighborhood with a generator. So it's like, I love that I still had power all day long, but it's something about hearing the freaking loud generator all day long that is just like, enough, It's like, ugh. And right now, having electricity, lights are on without that sound is beautiful. It is music to my ears. Like, that thing is so freaking loud. Today went smoothly, I will say. One, we had a generator. We had power all day long. But I never had to go out there to do anything. And I'm very happy and very grateful about that. And the gas that Jeremy put into the generator lasted the whole day until he got home around, I think he got home at like 9, a little after 9 p.m. tonight. So I didn't have to move a muscle when it came to that thing. So that was beautiful. I'm just happy that it's back on. Tomorrow is Halloween, and I feel like we can resume things per usual as normal. Like, I'm just very happy about that. Not for myself, but for my girls, And in my neighborhood, every single year, like 1 block away, they do a block party where they have like jumpers and music and haunted house, and like they put on. And I'm not even a big fan of Halloween, but like they hype me up. Like, it's so dope the way they do it every single year. I think it's like 3 years in a row that they've done it. Sadly, Jeremy has never experienced it because he's worked every single Halloween and he works tomorrow. So that was another reason why I was like just bummed about like no power, because there was no way they were going to be able to put on the whole block party situation without power. So I'm hoping the power did not mess their plan up, because they were threatening to basically have no power from Monday today up until Wednesday. So it's back on Monday night. I'm so happy about that. And then also shout out to Hilary from Our World Home. Her shout out that she gave me, super appreciative of it. Like, I recently subscribed to her. I'm now a fan of her channel. I watched a few of her videos and I'm like, I'm on board. I'm so grateful for the shout out that she did. And welcome if you came over here, from her suggesting me. Thank you guys for giving me a chance, like that was really dope. Like, I was like cheesing really hard at that one, and we got a lot of new subscribers. So thank you, Hilary, for that one. Truly appreciate it. But yeah, the night is old. It's 11. Good night, y'all. Hello? Yeah.
Look at this.
Beautiful, honey. Excuse the crustiness that is me. My skin is so dry from this super windy weather. I woke up feeling just, the same. I feel like every day it just feels worse. My mouth that I'm speaking of. That's who I just called right now, the doctor. They were trying to get me to come see her or to have a phone call with her on Thursday because that's when she's in the office. And I said, no, I'm not waiting until Thursday. So I need her to call me. I need a direct number to her because this is not a protocol type of matter. This is a sensitive situation. And I told the coordinator or whoever I talked to that, like, if things don't go smoothly here on out, like, there could possibly be a legal matter, And I don't want it to get to that point. I'm a peacemaker. I want to resolve the matter. I just want my teeth to feel normal. That's all. That's the only goal here. But I just feel like it's already going in a direction where things are not going smoothly. Me and Jeremy called yesterday talking to a receptionist. Of course she was giving us the runaround because she was just going based on how they operate, for every patient, which is the doctor only being there on Thursday. So she was trying to get us to come in that day. And we were like, no, I need something sooner. I need to talk. First, we need to talk to see what is even the next steps moving forward. But following that conversation, we were letting them know, like, hey, we still want those x-ray photos. Can you email those over to us? And she's like, yeah, we could do that. She took down Jeremy's email and we're like, cool, And so to me, it seems like a very simple task. Email over photos, You have access to your photos. I already know she was sitting right at her computer. So it's like that's something that should be done very quickly, Or at least I think it should be done quickly. But Jeremy was telling me yesterday that he'd never received them. And then still this morning, I asked him, he's at work right now, and I asked him, did he receive the x-rays? I'm still waiting for a response, but I'm going to bet he didn't because I feel like he would have told me if he did. But then also last night, once, I think it was like 8:30 at night, the doctor ended up texting me at 8:30 saying like, hey, I just got your message. My phone got stolen. And I'm just kind of like, I don't care about none of that. Just what's up, And she ended up texting me saying that I could call her at my anytime, that's convenient for me. And I told her I'll give her a call back first thing in the morning. So here we are. It is the morning of the next day. And I give her a call and she did not answer. And I get it, like people are busy. Not everybody's going to get to the phone or whatever. But it's like, to me, the position that I'm in where I am a patient that had essentially a malpractice procedure done on me because it was malpractice 100%. So in order to make things go smoothly and keep things peaceful and make sure that I'm taken care of, you'd think they would be calling me left and right, trying to get me into the next procedure to get this tooth extracted. You'd think they would be on it. And right now it feels like I'm on it. And I feel like I shouldn't have to be on it. It's like we haven't got those x-rays. We're still waiting on those. And then now, I'm getting sent to voicemail. And I just don't like the direction that this is going. I'm trying to remain patient, but it's very hard to be patient when I'm just uncomfortable. Every single day, every second of every single day, I'm uncomfortable. My teeth do not feel great, period. And today, I just feel like this whole side of my face, it's like I feel my face. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like in my eye area here, I feel it. I feel this like it's so hard to explain, but it's like I'm starting to feel like this could be something threatening to my health, because I believe there's still bacteria in there. And I mean, I don't know. I'm just over dealing with this.
The next step would be scheduling you with a periodontist.
And what is it exactly that you need to discuss with them? Can we get that done sooner? Because like I said, I'm in discomfort, and
It's in 2 days from now.
correct. And I mean, 2 days is a long time for me because I've been dealing with this every single day since, and even before. So it's something that I want resolved ASAP.
And I'll get back to you, okay?
Okay, and do you know how soon you can get back? Okay, I just want to make sure everybody's moving with urgency. You know, I don't want to be sitting here waiting. That's my concern.
No, don't worry about it. But we have to, just because the specialists are not.
Yo, good morning, everybody. So we're headed to the dentist right now. Today is Shanice's lucky day. She's finally getting her tooth pulled. How you feel?
Yay. I'm nervous. These people haven't made me feel that confident in them, but
Oh, seriously, right?
I'm nervous, but I'm also like ready for this thing to be out of my mouth.
Yeah, it's been a rough one. I'm a little nervous for her because she's actually going under this time. And the last time I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I didn't do so well. I think they gave me more drugs than I needed.
Yeah, same dentist too.
Yeah,
This
true.
is
Same dentist.
I'm nervous.
Because they
Say a
had me.
prayer.
They freaking.
This man was acting crazy. Let's just sum it up and put it like that, because we were scared.
I was acting unusual.
This is when my sister and my brother-in-law were staying with us, and we was all nervous.
Yeah,
we didn't know what he was gonna do.
My brother-in-law, he had to actually go with me, and bro, it was bad.
The next time y'all see us, I'll be hopefully okay.
Hey, this way.
Come on, you two think you?
Why do they want me to keep my eyes closed?
Huh?
Why do they want me to keep my eyes closed?
I didn't hear him tell.
They just kept telling me keep my eyes open.
What?
They kept saying to keep my eyes open.
Open or closed? You just said closed.
Open. I meant to say close. I meant to say open. I didn't want to. I wanted to just lay there and have my mouth, have my eyes closed.
Yeah. How you feel though? You feel okay?
For now.
Hmm?
For now. Let's try. What's up, you guys? This is take number 2 because Shanice doesn't know how to get it together with this stupid microphone. Today is Wednesday. It is 5 days since my surgery. I'm doing much better. On Friday, I don't even think we continued vlogging or sharing like everything because I just didn't have time for it. I was trying to survive. Like, I was in so much pain. Like, this was a very intense, what's the word? Very like invasive tooth extraction where there was just a lot of stitching, a lot like there, I don't know. I'm not experienced on tooth extractions, but mine just seemed to be real extra because I know some people who didn't even get put to sleep. I know some people who were fine within the same day and went on to like eating normally and everything, but I could not do a darn thing. Like, when that pain started kicking in, like it was intense. It was like, it had me like rocking back and forth and like trembling. Like, it was just very intense pain, you know? And so I just stayed on the Norco that whole day, and then the next day I took much less Norco. It seemed to be the pain didn't seem to be as bad. Started getting better as the days went by, but then it didn't, you know? I like, there was one day I didn't take any Norco at all, and then the day after that I took more because the pain like just seemed to fluctuate, and just it seemed like it was just getting better, but then it seemed to get worse at one point. So I don't know. I don't know if that was just part of the healing process, but like I also am having this like really bad odor that is just making me feel so self-conscious to even talk to anybody. You know, that same week I went to church, what was it, 2 days after, and just felt like I did not want to talk to anybody. Like I did not want to say a word, because you know, like that's just a very uncomfortable feeling when you know your breath is not smelling great, you know. But yeah, even right now, like it doesn't feel good to talk, especially because my teeth in the back are like, they just kind of clack and like hit each other, and it's just so sore. Top and bottom is very sore, and like I said, this is day 5, and it's still just very uncomfortable. So every day I'm just trying to, I guess, survive the day. That sounds like extreme and dramatic, but trying to make sure that I'm staying on top of the routines and the things that we naturally normally do on top of this pain, trying to stay awake when I'm on Norco and not be drowsy. Like it's been a challenge, I will say. I don't know, I'm just like ready for this to be in the past. It is so dark, it is so gloomy outside. Like I feel like y'all can't even see me, my goodness. But I'm grateful that everything went smoothly, because y'all know I was nervous about that office. But yeah, I survived. I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm well. I left y'all super hanging on the bathroom. I realize that. I apologize. But when I started with the whole painting and moving around in circles with the towel and everything, I was just like uncertain about everything that I was doing. I didn't know how stuff was gonna look. I don't know if I was gonna regret it. And I was just like, you know, this camera needs to take a back seat, because I don't know if anybody else is this way, but when I'm trying to figure something out or like focus on the task at hand and the camera is there like filming it, I can't. I just can't. I cannot focus. I can't get it together. And the camera was just a distraction. And so since I didn't have a plan in that moment, I was just like, let me turn this camera off and try to figure out my life and what the heck I'm gonna do with this bathroom. And so I figured it out. The wall ended up looking really good. I was really happy with the whole circular motion. I did waste my money on that stencil, which is fine, but we ended up figuring it out. To me, it was resembling wallpaper, and that was my intent all along, you know. Super happy with that. So once the paint was all done, and I pretty much finished that within that same day. So the day we started is the day I finished. I did finish late, and so it was just time to like put up the light fixture, and that was kind of a situation, because once we took off the initial light fixture, there was this raggedy hole with all the wiring and stuff coming out. But the builders, when they built the house and they put the light fixture in, they made this disgusting, huge, unnecessary hole. And so our light, you know, the new light fixture, once we were trying to apply it there, it didn't cover the full hole. So that was just a whole nother thing that we had to work on. So Jeremy ended up patching it up with some more like drywall. I think it was like a alternative to drywall. Bro, you guys, I do not know what the heck is wrong with me. I just finished talking to you guys for a whole 10 minutes and wasn't even recording. I don't know what happened. My finger ended up hitting the button at some point. Freaking take number 3. You know, Jeremy did the patchwork for the light fixture so that it wouldn't look tacky and there weren't any holes and things. And once we did that, then, you know, I started putting up all the decor. At first we just had the original mirror up, but I was like, no, this is not giving. It's not doing it for me, you know? And so I was like, no, we have to take the mirror off. We have to get a new mirror to fit the vibe. So we did that. So yeah, I put everything together and I love it. I'm obsessed with how it looks. It is just so moody. It's so warm. It's so antique. I just love it. I really love it. I'm so proud of how it looks, especially because it was done on such a budget, and I love that. Love it. I will show you guys how it looks, just not yet. just not yet. But rewinding all the way back to before I even got this whole tooth extraction, before they did a retreat on my mouth, we had a trip lined up in Arizona, and it could not have come at a more perfect time. Like, it was just placed so perfectly, just the greatest escape. And we had a little family road trip to Arizona. It was like a 5-hour drive. We stayed at like a glamping campsite called Clear Sky Resort. Like, it was just perfection, you guys. Like, I needed a trip where we did absolutely nothing. And that was pretty much what we did, other than like driving to find food and going out to get coffee. It was like we didn't do anything. And that is exactly what I needed. And that's exactly what happened. And I just loved it. Like, every single day we woke up, we got coffee, we hung out, like, just chilled, you know. At night there was no TV because, you know, it's still camping, even though it was a glamp site. There was no TV. Once it got dark, it was just dark, and they had like a little light fixture in there, but it was super dim, and there was really nothing to do. So it was amazing to go to sleep early. Like, it was just everything that I needed, and I felt so rested. It was great, you guys. It was really, really great. But while we were out there in Arizona, we ended up going to Bearizona, which is like this drive-through zoo, I guess, like safari situation. And we were driving past like these crazy wild animals, bears, deers. What else did we see? Wolves. Like, it was nice. It was really interesting. I had a lot of fun. Like, there was one point where the girls got scared. Like, Jade, I think, got really scared, and we had to reassure her that we're good, baby. We're good. You know, we're in this car. If anything, we can drive off, or but you know. But it was a little intense at one point. Like, I remember a wolf like just stood right in front of our car, and we were kind of thinking it was gonna jump on top of the car because it was not moving. But it was just a really good experience. And then after our 2 nights staying there, we drove back home, and it was just nice. It was perfect. But I really loved the dome experience. But yeah, so it's just been a very interesting month. Then we went trick-or-treating on Halloween, obviously, like probably most of the planet Earth. Jeremy had to work that day, so that was a bummer, but I ended up taking the girls out. They had a really good time. And yeah, now we are here, just trying to heal up and trying to survive and trying to get things done and trying to still be a mom and trying to be a good wife and trying to make sure my house is clean and trying to stay in shape and work out and trying to eat healthy and just trying to do all the things. But let me show y'all the bathroom. Let's go. Are we ready? Here it is. Hold on, y'all can't see because it is so dark yet so bright. But this is how it looks, guys. Y'all like the way I lit a candle so y'all could get the vibes? What do you guys think? This lighting is awful. This is not. So yeah, this is the way it looks with it off, because we have this second light over here over the shower. But I really love the way everything looks, you guys. I'm in love. I am in love. I share with you guys where I got this. I believe I got that at TJ Maxx. Also got that at TJ Maxx, I believe. I got this candle from Amazon. This is just like a Primarily Pure Autumn spray. This little shelf I got from the thrift store. This right over here, it's actually empty. I want to put like Q-tips or something in that. But I also got that at TJ Maxx. Yeah, TJ Maxx. I thrifted this candle holder. These beautiful non-toxic unscented candles came from Amazon. I got that along with this hook at Amazon. I thought it would be a nice little touch to hang the candles, especially since candles will most likely be burned in here when like there's company and whatnot. Light fixture, got it from Amazon. Got this mirror from Lowe's. I thought it was a really great price because mirrors like this easily over $100, and I got this for $79.99, I think. Got this little soap dispenser from Amazon. This actually was in my bathroom upstairs. I just brought it down here because it fit the color scheme, but I'm not sure if this is gonna stay. I'm not sure. And then this little bowl, actually, or it's not even a bowl, it's actually a lid. It came with like this bowl, kind of like, I don't even know if this is like clay or ceramic, but it came with a bowl that I have in my living room, and I figured I could use the lid for something else, like a little soap tray, you know? Gold paper towel holder from Amazon. I thought that was actually a pretty nice looking paper towel holder. I generally do not like paper towel holders that don't hold the paper towel for you. That's why I was a little skeptical about getting that. But I had an idea of just putting like some double-sided adhesive, like sticky tape stuff at the bottom, and it doesn't move, so it's very easy to just rip it off and it stays in place, you know, just one hand, a one-hander situation. Trash can at, I believe, Marshall's as well. I DIY'd this a long time ago. I just bought some wood from Lowe's, I think, or Home Depot. I stained it, and then did I glue it? I think I drilled it to the side of the counter, and then added this paper towel, not paper towel, toilet paper holder. I added the toilet paper holder to that just to give it a little bit of character and a little bit of unique, you know, a unique touch. Shelf I got from TJ Maxx. Got this vase at home. These stems I bought so long ago. I have no idea where I got them from. Thrifted this little faux plant. Got this little wooden tray from At Home. And then this little situation, I think I got this at IKEA some years ago. This towel rack, I got that from Amazon. It's like it's not like, I don't think it's brass. It's obviously a metal, but I think it's just painted like this gold color, but it gives a brass type of look to it with like the way they swiped it with the brush strokes or whatever. A double rack situation. I thrifted this candle holder, and then I bought these battery operated faux candles from Amazon. I usually do not like faux candles at all, like at all. But obviously having real candles lit against the wall, especially in the bathroom unattended, is not smart. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do some faux candles. And I think it looks really good. Oops, wrong leg. Mama. Yes, baby. I think it looks really good, right? And then it's a vibe. And then you can see it from over there too. Like, it looks pretty realistic. It comes with a remote. You can adjust the level of the light down here. I'm not even sure what this is. Either candle, maybe that's more of like a flickering. Let me see. So light. Candle. Yeah, so the candle button is more of like a flickering situation where it like dims and brightens, dims, brightens, and then this, oh my gosh, why isn't it focusing? And then the light is just like it to be steady and just not do anything. It has a timer. You can put it on 4 hour, 8 hour, and then on and off. So that's really convenient because I don't want to always have to get up there and touch stuff, you know. But yeah, that is the bathroom. Let me know what you guys think. Like, let me know how you think I did. I am very pleased with it. So even if you don't like it, I don't care. Okay? I don't. But yeah, that's gonna sum up this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it wasn't so like all over the place, because I feel like within the last 2 months I just have been vlogging and picking up the camera randomly, not really with any intention as to what the video is gonna be. So yeah, forgive us, forgive me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff, comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the bathroom. But I'll catch you guys in the next one.